Hi, Alex. Hey, you want to say hi to the camera? I did not plan that. This is my cat, Alex, everyone. The camera's over there, buddy. Okay. Hi. Hi there. How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul, and this is my PlayStation 5. Oh man, am I happy to have this. So, I'm struggling to think about what to say right now. I mean, obviously I'm getting this several months after it released, about 4.5 months late now, but that's okay, because I was able to get it for a little cheaper than I would have had I been able to actually pre-order it back when they went live late last year. So I bought this through Best Buy, and just to explain how that worked, as you all know, PlayStation 5s and new Xbox Series X, S, all the new consoles are just sold out and are pretty much sold out all the time through various retailers. But I was following so many Twitter accounts to let me know when PlayStations were going live at specific retailers, and I just happened to get lucky and be browsing Best Buy's website when PlayStation 5s went live. Actually, to be more specific, the day that I ordered this, the Xbox Series X went live for pre-order, and the PlayStation wasn't live yet. But what I ended up doing was I had a hunch that, well, maybe since Best Buy restocks Xbox Series X's, the new Xbox, maybe since they had restocked the new Xbox, maybe they would restock the PlayStation as well. And lo and behold, about half an hour later, I managed to get one into my cart. And once it was in my cart, I figured, okay, it's probably safe to take my time from here on out. It's in my cart, it's guaranteed, right? Well, it turns out that's not true, but I didn't know it at the time, so I'm doubly lucky. Anyway, once it was in my cart, I applied a ton of gift card codes. I've been getting gift cards for Best Buy for my birthday and for Christmas every year for the past few years. That's just what I request, because most physical things that I want, I just get. So I had about $100 worth of gift cards racked up, and I applied into this purchase, and that, even after tax, this still came out to just about $400, which, as you know, is $100 cheaper than what the disc-based version goes for. The digital version does go for $400 retail, and it actually was tempting to get that just to knock $100 off. But you know what? I need my disc drive so that I can play my PS4 games, and so I can play disc-based PS5 games. It's just really, really important to me to be able to keep playing physical media, even if nowadays it probably makes more sense to a lot of people to go all digital. So this is the PlayStation 5, and as you can see, as I've said, this is the disc version. So this is the one with all the features and all the stuff, and as you all know, there is no difference at all between the digital edition and the disc version of the PlayStation 5, except that this can play discs. That's the only difference whatsoever. I love the digital version. I hate that it looks better than this one, because the digital version is perfectly symmetrical, and this one has this big bulge on the side, makes it look like it has a growth or something. It's really ugly. I even love the box of the digital version more, but you know what? It's just more important for me to play disc games. I would love to get the digital version someday, but not anytime soon. I'd love to get it maybe a long time from now when it's like $100. I would also love to just get the box for it, because like I said, I think that the box looks better than this one. Just the stark contrast between the black and white of it. But my next priority for an next-gen console is actually the Xbox Series X, which I'm putting off until the new Halo game comes out, because until then there aren't really any exclusives to play on the Series X. I have an Xbox One, and the jump from the One X to the Series X just isn't high enough for me to justify the price right now. But the jump from PS4 to PS5 is. In fact, there's all sorts of games that I'm looking forward to playing that are coming out. There's a few that come out this summer that are one right after another that I can't wait to play. The first one is Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. I'm looking forward to that. And since I already have it on PS4, I'll be able to upgrade for the price of the Yuffie DLC. But the big game I'm looking forward to is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I keep watching the trailer for that and thinking just how good it looks and how I can't wait to play it. And then the other game that's coming out this summer that I can't wait to play is Kena. And that just looks beautiful. It looks like an animated film, not at all like a video game. And that's what I'm looking forward to playing next gen is video games that don't look like games, they look like movies. That is so awesome to me. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Let's go ahead and open this up. I cannot emphasize enough how big this box is. It has to weigh at least like 15 pounds. It's really heavy. Okay, I'm going to try and center myself here and the box. I'm just going to lie it down like this, I guess. I got my utility knife here. Try and hurt the packaging as little as possible. I've seen other people unbox these before. I know how hard it actually is to open them, but okay. So we got this small box inside of the big box. And I like keeping the boxes because I like displaying them. However, I don't know where I'm going to display this. I think it's too big to fit with my other ones right now. Okay, so we got this box here, and it does have the PlayStation logo right there. Oh man. And it's nice to know that with this, I own every single PlayStation ever made, except for the PSP. I really need to get a PSP sometime. I even have a Vita. Kind of surprising, but yeah. So, working on this now. I think there's another box inside here. Sure looks like it. Okay, it looks like that's the accessories box. And oh man, you know what? I need to leave that for last. I need to get through the rest of these. Okay, we got this power cord here. It's a standard power cord, from what I understand. You can even use the power cord as far back as the PS2, and it'll work just fine. But don't quote me on that. This is the first time I've ever seen one of these in person. This is the DualSense controller, the PlayStation 5 controller, and I'm really looking forward to trying this out because the adaptive triggers, they put tension on them depending on the game. I've heard that the best example is in Astro's Playroom, which is a pack-in game for the PS5, so I'll be playing that today. Where there's a mini game where you have to take a picture, and when you pull the trigger, it feels exactly like clicking a button on a DSLR camera. So, man, I'm really looking forward to that. And this is something that a lot of people tend to gloss over with their unboxings of the system, is that the grip of the DualSense actually has miniature symbols on it. The circle, X, triangle, and square symbols are actually a part of the grip itself, as you can see in this close-up, which is really cool. And the great thing is you can't even feel them. That feels just like a nice texture. Size-wise, it feels similar to the Xbox One controller, with the layout of the DualShock 4, of course, but man, this is just a very comfortable, very nice controller. It charges through USB-C, and today I actually did pick up a USB-C to USB-C adapter cable so that I can fast charge this through the PlayStation 5. It charges like 80% in an hour, which is really nice because I hear that the battery is actually pretty bad for this. And let's see, this is important. Whatever you do, never throw this out. This is a HDMI 2.1 cable. So when the box advertises that the console can do 8K and 4K 120, it needs to use this kind of cable. Do not throw this out. Even if you have 100 HDMI cables lying around the house, use this one. Keep this one with your PlayStation 5. It's very important that you do. And it looks like the last thing in this box of accessories is the stand. And I do plan on keeping my PlayStation 5 vertical, so tall. But if you wanted it horizontal, you really need to have the stand on it. If you keep it vertical, you really should use the stand anyway. So, but yeah, everything in the accessories box is very important. Make sure you do not lose any of it. Oh, and don't forget the setup guide, or safety guide, I mean. Very important. And that looks like, is that it? Oh no, we got one more thing here. We have a USB-A to USB-C to charge the DualSense. However, I have a USB-C to USB-C, so this is indeed an extra cable for me. And now for the PlayStation 5 itself. And again, I've seen plenty of unboxings. There went my utility knife. I hope I don't need that. So I know, I actually have seen a PlayStation 5 in person. It was behind glass at a Walmart, so I could at least see the scale of it. I could see the details, but this is the first time I've ever held a PS5 or been able to play one, which is really nice, because even though it's a few months old now, it is still the next generation, and okay. Trying to keep the packaging as much as possible. Here it is. Wow, that's heavy. Okay. I've seen the packaging for the Xbox Series X as well, and I know that that is better than this, but man, I don't care, because once this is out of here, it's going to look just so pretty. And man, does that look pretty. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is my PlayStation 5. Ooh-wee. So, oh man, I just love the look of this. I know a lot of people hate on the white console, but if it helps, you could always swap out the plates or paint them a different color if you want. I'm going to keep this just as it is. I love the look of it. Okay, so from the front, let's see if I can actually put it on its stand here. Is there an ideal way to do this? I don't suppose that's it, is it? I don't know. I don't think that's it, but, you know, I can't tell the proper way of putting this on. I'll have to figure it out later. Okay, so let's take a look at the front here. We got an HDMI's on the back, sorry, USB-A, which you can use to plug in the DualSense, or you can plug in an external drive to play PS4 games. You cannot use an external drive to play PS5 games, but luckily this is backwards compatible with PS4 games, so if you have a ton of games on a hard drive, you can just plug this in and get started. You have USB-C, which I'll be using to charge my DualSense. And of course the disk drive over here, which is very nice. And we have the two buttons here. We got a power button, and we have the eject button, which is exclusive to this version of the PS5. The disc version console does not have an eject button. On the back, we got two USB 3.0 ports, again, to plug in your hard drives. In fact, you probably want to use the back ports anyway. You have an Ethernet port, which is very nice for if you want the high-speed experience. We got the HDMI port, which is compliant with HDMI 2.1. Again, if you want to play in 8K or 4K 120, that's the port you need to use. And yeah, that's pretty much the PS5. So it either works like this vertically, and I gotta tell you, this is a tall console. I think I measured it at 15 inches when it's tall like this. So yeah, so if you don't want it to be tall, you can put it down on its side like this, and put it like that on the stand to make it nice and flat. I'm assuming it's flat. I can't tell from the front, but yeah. But like I said, I'm going to be keeping it from the front here. Plus, look at that beautiful PlayStation logo right there. It's actually really, really nice. So yeah, that is my very own PlayStation 5. Holy cow. I can't wait to plug this in and spend 5 hours downloading all the patches before being able to play some games. So that does it for my unboxing of my PlayStation 5. Oh man, I'll be trying to use this to play some games on my channel in the future, but you really shouldn't expect to see much in terms of actual next-gen gaming until this summer. All I know is that right now all I want to do is edit this video and get this thing plugged in so that I can start playing some PS4 games, and I really want to try Astro's Playroom. It's like the perfect tech demo for both the system and the DualSense controller. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know if you're going to be getting a PlayStation 5 someday, and I wish you luck if you're trying to get one right now. That's it. Bye guys. And this is really going to take up a lot of space on my shelf.